Hi everybody. I'm just creating this video just so that way I can kind of share how to embed your Bitmoji classrooms either through PowerPoint or through Google Slides. There seems to be a little bit of confusion because it is a Microsoft product, Microsoft Teams, that you would think that you would have to use PowerPoint, but that's not the case. You can use either or. The only thing that I've noticed that is any different is that in Google Slides, the view you can actually see animated GIFs, whereas if you add a PowerPoint, those animated GIFs that you embedded into your PowerPoint, they just become immovable. They don't move. So that's the only thing that I'm noticing. So I've chosen to use Google Slides myself just because I like the movable animations. I think it brings your classroom to life a little more. So I'm actually I'm better with PowerPoint, but I've just noticed this difference with Google Slides. But I want to share both ways. So whichever way is most comfortable for you, you can see how to do either one. So right now you can see my classroom. I chose in the spring to add my Bitmoji classroom to a separate channel. I don't like to have it on my general classroom. So I made a virtual classroom, and this is where I'm going to be posting it. So I'm going to show you both options. So the first one will be PowerPoint. So whenever you get done with your classroom, all you have to do is just save your classroom onto your computer. In order to get it to Microsoft Teams, you have to share that to the web. So the easiest way I found for myself was to add it to my OneDrive through Microsoft. So when you save it to your computer, all you have to do is drag that file into your OneDrive, and there you have it. In order to add that to Microsoft Teams, though, you need to right-click your file. You need to go to Copy Link, and you need to make sure it says anyone with the link. So you hit Copy, and then go to your Microsoft Teams, and you can add it as a tab. So I click Tab, and I click Website, and then you can name it anything. I'm going to name it PowerPoint, just so that way you can distinguish between the two. And then you paste your URL here. But so that way the kids can't move around all of your images, and they can't click the slides on the side. You do need to add the extension at the end of your URL. So the extension is and AMP equals and action equals embed view. I'm not going to post it to my channel. I keep making that mistake. But I'm going to hit save. And once I do, now my classroom will open up inside of my team. I have taught my kids how to maximize it. So they just click on the arrows here, and then they can click on all the slides to go where they need to go. But you can see this is actually an animated GIF, but he does not move because he's in PowerPoint. So when I minimize it, I'm back to my classroom, and then I can go back to the main page, and all they have to do is click on PowerPoint. So the next one is Google Slides. So all you need to do is you need to actually create your Google slide. So I created just like I did PowerPoint, but the difference is now you're going to click Share. And down here at the bottom, you want to make sure it says anyone on the internet with this link can view. So you're going to click Copy Link. Link copied, go to Microsoft Teams, add it as a tab, add it as a website, and then I'm going to type it in as Google Slide and the URL. Now the only thing that's different here is if you have this extension at the end, they can edit it. You do not want that. So you're going to backspace the end of your URL all the way up until you get to the end of edit, or the beginning of edit, and you're going to type in preview, and you're going to do a question mark, RM equals minimize. Okay, I'm not going to post it to my channel. Hit save, and once I do that, now my Google slide is embedded. They can maximize it. You can see my actual animated GIFs are moving. And it's the exact same thing as PowerPoint. You just click on the links that you've created and it takes you to the different pages. Both ways, you can actually just modify that PowerPoint or just modify that Google slide. You don't have to keep adding the URL every single time you need to update it. So that's kind of